The Surge Trader second anniversary sale ends this Sunday. Do not forget about that. Take advantage of that. But as always, hope y'all had a wonderful trading week. I'm going to just dive right in. I know it's Friday. I'm not going to take a lot of y'all's time. So let's go over the trades we went over this week. I'm going to share my screen real quick. And let's go into my beautiful baby gold. Now, as you guys remember, we went over the first why I was getting into this buy. I went over the entries, different time frames, different time zones, and then right here is where I was explaining where the news was coming out. We had FOMC. As you can see, this is why I said if you guys are ever in a trade before news comes out and you're in profit, always, always, always protect your trade. News come out, drove price completely down, retested this zone that I like to call the heartbeat, where we don't take trades, but because it was still playing around in this area, I personally was looking for more buys. I got in at 1916. I think I actually got in a little bit lower than that, and I am still riding that out. But let me explain this, and again, I don't want to take a lot of time, but for news, fundamentals that come out, especially midweek, always remember this. The first reaction is basically the emotional side of the fundamentals. So this is the market sentiment on how people are feeling what the news is going to do. That's where you get that huge wick, that whipsaw that goes all over the place, drives price crazy. And then you have the initial impulse reaction where the news actually hits the market and then the fundamentals play out. But as you know, I am strictly a technical trader. I do pay attention to fundamentals because fundamentals can drive price just like this. I've been longs on gold. It drove price back down. But for me, based off previous experience, I know that if I'm in a long and I'm heavy buys and I know that fundamentals are coming out and I'm already up, let's just say 200 or 300 pips, I don't necessarily close my positions because I feel like the fundamentals might drive price down, but it's just going to give that initial push to create the next level. That's for me. So what I'm saying is, for fundamentals, me as a technical trader, I don't panic and say, oh my God, should I get out of my trade? Should I do this? I close partials, I set my stops in profit, and that way if they do get stopped, it's a win-win for me. But I know that in the long run, my technicals, 9 times out of 10, do have losses. I do have losses, but the fundamentals will give that final push. So what I mean by that is on the higher time frame, we're looking for buys on gold. I'm looking for buys on gold, I'm sorry. And I have my zones right here. You can see where gold played around, broke through, retouched, gave a solid foundation that this support is strong at this price, came back up, tested this level, wasn't ready to support that yet, comes back down. Remember, this is what price does. Up and down, test, respects, breaks. That's how it works. It's just levels. That is all it is with trading, is just different levels following the trend of the price. And gold's my baby, so this is why I'm going to be analyzing gold every day. But so right now, again, you see this massive bearish momentum. This is where the emotional impulse came in, drove price down. I got back in the buys. I am looking for probably mid next week, 1977 area. And if you guys would like, my thing's a little bit glitchy. I'm going to just real quick, I will remove the drawings and I'm going to go do just a top-down analysis. So you guys, the new guys who do watch this, you'll see how I do my analysis within a 5-minute window. Starting off the monthly, scale price down. I look for current price action. I don't care about price all the way over here. I go to my candles and I click line charts. I'm going to try to do this every live session, just give you a 5-minute breakdown of how I do my charts so you guys will get, and just you see how my sequence is, how I do it, consistency, that's what makes it work. So boom, I look for peaks and valleys on my lines, hit my little level here, Don't have to be accurate. Don't worry about the craziness of spending so much time. I'm literally going to go through this in 5 minutes to show y'all. This is what I do. Now, I trade off my phone, so I'm at the point where I know the levels already. I'm used to seeing them. I don't have to do this on my phone, but you getting started, especially if you're a surge funded trader and you kind of just gambled your way through to pass the challenge, this is what you need to be doing. You need to be start paying attention and treat it as a business and treat it seriously if you want sustainability. Anybody can flip an account off luck, anybody, but making that account last 2 to 3, 4 years, that's where the true trader success comes in. All right, so monthly peaks and valleys, just real quick. I don't want to clutter my charts. I'm just bing, bang, boom. That's enough for the monthly. I've got current price action. You can even you can clone this and scale it to exact amount. I'll do this. Just that's basically about the same measurement. It's just how price works. I can't explain how or why it does that. But on the weekly, looks pretty good to me. You could put maybe one here and another, let's say there, just because we are in a bullish momentum. Down to the daily, I don't want 50,000 lines. Like, I want a clean chart. I want clean, crisp, clutter-free. I don't want something that's hard on my eyes. I want to be able to look at price and be like, okay, we're in a bullish momentum trend, or we're in a bullish trend. I'm looking for buys, or we're in a bearish momentum, looking for sales, stuff like that. I want a clear indication for that. I don't want, for you new guys, I do not use indicators. I don't like indicators. I'll say this every time. They lag on current price action. Moving averages, I think they look cool. They look great, but they don't do nothing. So Fibonacci as well. For me, it might work for you. That's fine. But yeah. Okay, going down to the 4-hour window, we have a pretty clear story of how price is. Now I could go back to daily and we'll put one here right at current price action. Put another here based off previous close history of price, and we'll do another here. That's it. That's enough. That's plenty. You can right click these, change the settings, change the colors on your weekly and monthly and daily zones. I don't care about all that. I just like how it's just clean and crisp. The colors for me look great, and it's easy for my eyes. 4-hour, pretty clear window on price. Now this is on line chart. Remember, I haven't switched to candle, so I'm going to show you why precision doesn't matter. You guys seen in less than 2 minutes, I put my lines. I'm going to switch to the candlestick, and I'll show you how beautiful this is. Now, look how price played out on my levels that I put. I didn't look for craziness. Again, I didn't look for the tip of the wick or the tip of the body, none of that stuff. And look how price played out. Boom, 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 all that. Perfect. 5 minutes. A lot of you guys spend so much time trying to create the story of trading to convince yourself of why you're getting in a trade. You're doing too much. You're doing way too much. You're stressing yourself out. That's where the anxiety and all that stuff comes from. You want a simple, clean analysis. You want a simple and clean strategy, and you want a simple and clean risk management. It's easy. I talk to a lot of you guys. Y'all are messaging me on Discord, and you're like, yeah, but what about this and this and this? First, let me say this. A lot of you guys, you're focused on the fluff of Instagram and what a lot of these fake people are posting about making 20 grand a day or 50 grand a day, and you believe it. Stop focusing on that, please. Like, that is not real. That they are fake traders. Please. If you're making $100 to $200 a day at your day job, focus on making like a quarter of that, even with your surge challenge. If you're trying to pass, stop trying to focus on passing overnight. There's a reason there's no time constraints on it. They give you the opportunity to do a month or whatever it is, but stop trying to flip it over a day or a week, because 9 times out of 10, you're just as quick as you passed it, you're gonna fail it going off that strategy. All right, so let me get back on track. You've seen peaks and valleys. I put the lines. I didn't sit there and try to get everything so accurate, and you see how it played out. I have basically the story of what price is doing. Now, When price is moving sideways, yes, you'll say, well, Brandon, how, if we might be on an uptrend on the higher time frame, but on the lower time frame, price is just moving sideways. If price is moving sideways, guess what? You put your hands up, you get off of your trades, and you don't do nothing. You get patience, or you just have patience, build up your patience to where you can put, like, let's just say, now I'm not saying this, I'm just saying, if I was looking for a buy and price is moving sideways, I would put my targets. I'd say, okay, when price gets here, I've already got my stop. I only want to risk 40 pips, and I'm looking for a 300 pip reward. And when price gets here, I'll have a buy stop to where it activates, and boom. And then you take the whole patience out of the game. You've already got your risk management set, so it's done. It's easy. You don't have to keep pulling your phone out or checking your computer or anything like that. It's set in place. That will help you with your patience, and your risk management will help you with your anxiety, because you already know what you're willing to risk, what you're willing to lose in case the trade goes against you. It's going to happen. I lose trades all the time. You guys already see my risk reward is insanity. I don't care. I can lose literally 5 trades, and one trade wipes out all my losses. So don't focus on that. Try to focus on, for me, sustainability. That's what Forex is for me when it comes to, like, if I'm looking at it financially. A lot of you guys, you do go through, like, you're going through like a financial hardship, and so your mindset is already the worst going into trading. Like, I need this money, I got to have this, and I got to be trading at this lot because I got to make 10 grand or my car's going to get repossessed. Best case and advice for that is to please wait. Please don't add more stress, because trading is stressful already, and every emotion that you encounter throughout your life, throughout the day, throughout anything, whether it's your relationship with your spouse, husband, whatever it is, that's going to affect your trading. If you had a bad day at work, if you didn't have sleep, if you didn't eat well, if you're sick, all of that goes into your trading. So please make sure, if you're going through, and I already know what you guys are going to say, well, the whole reason the trading is to make more money. You are correct. Very true. But you don't want to be risking your house payment or something that's just going to add crazy stress to where you're praying to God, please let this trade go through. You don't want that. You want to say, all right, I'm willing to lose this entire account. This is money that I've saved up that I can trade with, and I'm okay with a loss. So going into it, you've already got a better mindset. And then once you've got your risk parameters set, you already know what you're going to be taking for that loss if that happens. And it's called a trading plan. That's what that's for. A lot of you guys just go into it. You watch a few videos on YouTube and you're like, oh, I got it. I'm ready. And then you wipe your first account, or you fail your first surge challenge, and immediately you're like, oh, Forex is a scam. It's horrible. I'm not doing it. You went into one of the highest, most profitable businesses in the world, and you are expecting to do it and be successful with it over a few videos on YouTube. That is not how it works, guys. I am sorry. I'm over 7 years in, and I still learn. I've got my system. It works for me. It has created success for me, and so I don't change it. You can adjust it. Like, the market teaches me new things every day. When I have a loss, I do look at it and be like, oh, if I should have just waited a little bit more because the price was moving a little sideways. But you're going to have losses, so don't think, oh, I'm going to have a 99% win rate or something like that. Impossible. Doesn't exist. So yeah, okay, there's a little bit of psychology for you guys on Friday. But again, to take the patience out of it and take the anxiety, you can set your stops, your limits, or, so I didn't go over this yet, in between my levels of support and resistance, supply and demand, whatever you want to call it, I like to call the heart lines. This is the middle of my zones. Let's just do this. Doesn't have to be crazy. I don't focus on getting things perfect, especially, I'm all over the place, but like Trendlines, a lot of you guys you'll try to do this, and you're getting right at you're trying to see the most touches. No, I don't care. I just do this. I see what has the most playability. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. Because what you're doing when you try to focus so much on exactly where price went, you're just trying to convince yourself of why you're going to get in a losing trade. Don't do that. I wasn't even zoomed in. I just put it where I thought, and look how price. That's how you need to be. You need to be able to just get on, bing, bang, boom, 5-minute analysis. I can do this on any pair. I know this is on gold, and I do this a lot. Tuesday, I'll go over 2 just random pairs like GBP and ZD. So we have our trend lines, we have our levels. You can use your indicators, whatever's gonna, enhance your strategy. Again, to me already this is cluttered. Like, this is too much. It looks ugly to me. Looks like crayons. I don't like it. But it does give me a clear indication on what price is doing. Price is moving sideways. Obviously we had some news, so we don't have a huge push, a monumental just boom, a bullish pending orders coming in. But for the heart lines are the levels in between my support and resistance areas, and it is where I do not like to take trades if I'm doing a swing trade. If I'm doing a swing trade, I only want to trade based off these levels. Like, I want to ride from a buy here to here, or I want to ride from a sell from here to here, or a sell from here to the heart line, because this is 1965 to 1940. You're talking close to 200 pips with a 40 pip stop. That's a beautiful trade for the entire week. One trade, whole week. You can make whatever you want based off what your risk management is. Now, if you're an intraday trader, I will go over this. We'll go to the 1 hour, and this is where you are the type of trader that will be taking trades off the heart line. So you look on, see where price is currently at, and you could say 9 times out of 10, the heart line is where, this is why I call the heart line. You look at, I don't know what it's called, but the people that are in the hospital and they got the monitor and it's just monitoring your heart. You don't really have a clear indication on what price is going to do at the heart line. So for an intraday trader, you can wait and go to the smaller time frame and see what the candles. That's where the story comes for the candles based off the heart line. Like, see here, price bounced. A lot of people, even me, I might have even taken a buy right here and lost, but let me say, I don't take trades at the heart line, so I know I wouldn't do this. But the candles always tell the story on the smaller time frame for intraday traders. Like, you have this massive wick. Don't focus on the moving average, because you say, oh yeah, it touched the 12 EMA or the 20 EMA, and that was my indication. No, because at current price action, it would not be like this. But for an intraday trader, you can see that nice little wick, the bullish momentum died out, and then price come down. You could have took a nice little sell here with a 40 pip stop, and look how it played out. Zone to zone, even off the heart line, zone to zone. Now sometimes, because it is the heart line, you have price that just goes back and forth, and that is where the intraday and scalper, this is perfect for you guys. Swing trading, I like to hold my trades 3 to 4, maybe even 2 weeks. You've seen how long I held my GJ trade. Even on swaps, like, once you get to a certain point, you don't even care about swap fees, you don't care about nothing anymore, because you're in such deep profit. You're like, hey, it's good. You can close partials each and every day if price drives down further. All right, so intraday traders, scalpers, you want to take trades off the heart line. Swing traders, you want to take based off the levels. I showed you guys this took what? Maybe 8 minutes with me going all sideways with the different stories. So I'm going to end this. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. Take a break, go get some clarity, go read a book, go walk on the beach, go ride a bike, whatever it is. Don't focus. I know a lot of you guys, your biggest goal is just you want to be successful with trading. And remember, I always say, to be a successful trader, you have to be an expert at losses. Taking losses completely wrecks you emotionally. How to build back from that emotional chaos is to take a break from the trading. Read books. Books is, I hate reading, and I know I've got a whole box. I just got everything unpacked, so I got to bring this to show y'all what really helped me and what does help me. Bible being one of the most that helps me. But you just got to learn to take a break. You got to learn that if even me, like I showed y'all 5 to 10 minutes max on analysis. You sit there all day, every day, and you stare at charts, you can forget it. You can forget it, because your brain's going to tell you 50 different things, especially if you're looking at like 10 different charts. Your brain can't comprehend it. So, yeah, I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. I love y'all, and I will see y'all next week.